Great, I'm still holding on. I never let go here. And I'm bringing these hands here. I'm going like this.
Okay.
So that, all I have to do is do that.
Tap, tap.
Tap, tap, okay.
In 2025, CPWD partnered with the DeafBlind Action Team and Thornton Parks and Rec to offer the one-touch self-defense classes for the blind and low-vision community.
Big pull to same side hip and lean on that arm. There you go. Yep. Okay. My name is Jim Pilkington, and I am currently a instructor of self-defense. It's called the One Touch program, and I'm doing that here at the Thornton Parks and Rec division, specifically for their low vision, blind and low vision programs and various disability groups. I have an eye condition called retinitis pigmentosa, and that's a genetic condition. You're born with it. In my case, it was sort of a wild card, no family history of it. I was a late bloomer. I was 40 years old before I knew I had any kind of an eye problem other than being nearsighted. And once it kicked in, my eyesight dropped off pretty quickly. So within about a year and a half, I went from what you'd call regular vision to practically blind. I've got a little bit of peripheral vision, but everything else is just one big gray blur. That's where the name One Touch came from. You're reacting to that physical contact from a potential bad guy. I say potential because sometimes it's just an ordinary citizen just wanting to help out. They see you standing on a street corner, and you're just waiting to make a street crossing, and they think, oh, this poor blind person, I better help them. And they'll come up and take your arm or try to assist you. You don't want to hurt those people. We start off doing grip releases because, like I said before, sometimes when somebody lays hands on you, it's just a bystander who wants to assist you in some way. They don't know what to say or what to do, and they'll just reach out, grab your arm. Now, here, let me help you find a seat. And since you don't want to be grabbed like that, you do a grip release. In this case, this is an outside grip. It's the same side of our bodies, and you feel it on the outside of your arm, hence the name. So to do a release from this, the person flattens out their hand like a mitten, and then they just pivot like that to their opposite shoulder. And that uses leverage. Go ahead. Break out of the grip. And even if I'm holding, very good. We didn't talk about the on-guard stance. When you lose your eyesight, you do feel very vulnerable. Shove, shove, shove. Pivot, grab, and there you go. Okay. Tap, tap. And in point of fact, bad people, muggers, robbers, etc., look for what they perceive as weak prey, weak targets. And if you're carrying a white cane, that makes you very visible in terms of being easy pickings to the criminal element. And so, but once somebody does lay hands on you, one of our rules of thumb is once somebody touches you, you don't let them go, which is counterintuitive. If some bad guy grabs your arm, of course you want to get away from them. But speaking for my tribe of blind folks, that doesn't work well for us. I can't just run away, because if I run away, I'm going to run into something or trip over something or step in front of a car, and bad stuff will happen to me. So I have to know where the bad guy is, and the way I do that is I hold on to them. The next principle is called one step. And that means that the techniques that we learn here happen within one walking step from where you're standing now. We don't do big dynamic Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan kind of techniques. We don't do a reverse double back kick because that's just not practical and not very helpful. It looks good on film, but it's not for the real world. So when we move, we stay within a very confined area, about a 6-foot diameter space. The third principle is called feeding, and it has nothing to do with food. Feeding just has to do with your grip on the adversary, on the bad guy. And we will practice this in class where someone grabs your arm or your shoulder or pushes you. How do you get a good grip on them? You just push on it like that. See, you lost control of my index finger. That's the trick right there, is control that index finger. This is Chuck, and this is where we teach people, how to do proper striking techniques, because thankfully most people that take this class have never hit anybody, since 3rd grade, which is a good thing. That means you're civilized. But you don't want the first time you hit someone to be when you're being mugged. You want to know how to do it properly and not hurt yourself doing it. We do basically 3 or 4 striking techniques. The first one is a palm strike, and it's actually the heel of the hand rather than the palm. And the reason we do that is because you can impart as much energy with a palm strike as you can with a fist, and you won't break your hand doing it. And for palm strikes, the targets are going to be the nose, plus there's lots of targets around the nose. So if you miss the nose, you still got jaw, teeth, cheekbones, orbital sockets. So even if you're off a little bit, you're still going to hit something that will count. Most people, if they practice and they learn the proper technique, an elbow strike can be the most effective strike in their repertoire if they practice it.
We're a combination group of feisty folks who have combination of legally blind and blind. Our particular ranges are from, you can see daylight, or you can see when it's dark, or you just plain can't see at all. So you become a vulnerable population. And once you're a vulnerable population in these days, one would like some type of defense mechanism. So for the last weeks, with our honorable Mr. Miyagi, who we call Jim, has been our mentor, a wonderful teacher, and we learned one-touch techniques, which means any poor criminal that would approach people like in our population, if we could just get our hands on them, then we would just tear them up. No.
Come here on guard.
That's just how I'm being a little bit mean.
Remember, empty hands. You're trying to be non-threatening. You don't want to be the bad guy. Okay, very good. Grab, big pull, release with this hand, and then that's number 2. Number 3, do you remember number 3? Okay, keep holding on to the wrist. The free hand snakes around and grabs your own forearm. See, so this keeps me locked in.
Okay.
This hand just slides down a little bit on my hand, and you're folding my hand. Tap, tap.
Okay.
A lot of times people who lose their vision or even are born without vision, they tend to be sedentary. It's very easy to just become a couch potato. The side effects that you get from this training are you're physically moving, so that improves your muscle tone and fitness. We do exercises for balance and strength. It improves your proprioception, which is just your understanding of your body and its position in space as you're moving. Which key are we on?
5.
Always on 5. Very good. All right, let's go to 2. 2, back to 5. 8. Back to 5. And we're using a telephone keypad. We just don't pick them out randomly. Okay, let's go to 3. Back to 5. And 1. Back to 5. When you learn how to defend yourself, that has psychological effects. You do carry yourself differently. If you know that, oh, I know what to do. If somebody comes up and tries to, grab my arm or take my purse or steal my backpack, knowing that I can defend myself against that or have a good way of protecting myself, you do carry yourself differently.
Psychological spirit or something you gain about being with your fellow brethren and sisters, that you rise like a phoenix from the ashes of victims, and that you walk down the street and think that you actually can make a difference if somebody, tries to do anything harmful to you, that there's a confidence about, yeah, go ahead, try it, buddy. Make my day.
CPWD's logo with the name Center for People with Disabilities below.